Welcome to AI's Bookshelf, where every story is crafted by the latest in artificial intelligence technology. Each tale you'll encounter is the result of advanced algorithms and limitless imagination. Keep in mind, all resemblances to reality are purely coincidental. Please, sit back, relax, and let the artificial intelligence do the storytelling. Join us on this exciting adventure into the future of creativity.
The Vanished Heiress. Chapter 7, The Confession. Detective Sarah Thompson was closing in on the truth about the Victoria Green case. She had gathered enough evidence to finally bring Marcus Lee in for questioning. As Sarah sat across from Marcus in the interrogation room, she could tell that he was nervous. She started by asking him about his involvement in the case and about the break-in at his office. Marcus denied any wrongdoing, but Sarah could see that he was hiding something. Sarah decided to take a different approach and started to press Marcus on his motive for wanting to harm Victoria. She asked him about their relationship and why he had lied to the police about his whereabouts on the night of her disappearance. At first, Marcus refused to answer, but as Sarah continued to press him, he finally broke down and confessed. Detective Thompson leaned forward in her chair, looking straight into Marcus's eyes.
"Tell me, Marcus,"
she said.
"what was your relationship with Victoria Green?"
Marcus shifted uneasily in his seat, a bead of sweat forming on his forehead.
"I don't know what you're talking about,"
he said, avoiding her gaze.
"Don't play games with me, Marcus."
Sarah shot back.
"You know exactly what I'm talking about. Victoria Green's disappearance. You've been lying to us from the beginning."
Marcus hesitated for a moment before finally relenting.
"Okay, fine,"
he said.
"Victoria and I were involved in a secret relationship."
Sarah leaned in, her eyes narrowing.
"What kind of relationship?"
she asked. Marcus shifted again, looking uncomfortable.
"It was complicated,"
he said.
"We had a connection, but it wasn't something we could pursue openly."
"Why not?"
Marcus sighed.
"Let's just say there were certain barriers that made it difficult for us to be together."
Sarah raised an eyebrow.
"And what about the night Victoria disappeared? Where were you?"
"I told you already,"
Marcus said, his voice growing defensive.
"I was at home, alone."
Sarah didn't buy it.
"And what about the break-in at your office? That was just a coincidence, I suppose?"
Marcus hesitated before finally speaking.
"Look, I don't know anything about the break-in, but I did confront Victoria in the park that night."
Sarah leaned forward even more, her eyes boring into Marcus's.
"And what happened?"
"We argued,"
Marcus admitted.
"I was angry, jealous, and things got out of hand."
Sarah pressed him further.
"And then what?"
Marcus looked away, his eyes fixed on the wall behind her.
"She fell,"
he said.
"hit her head. I didn't mean for it to happen, but it did."
Sarah shook her head in disbelief.
"And what did you do with the body?"
Marcus looked back at her, his eyes cold and hard.
"That's none of your damn business."
Sarah leaned back in her chair, folding her arms.
"Actually, Marcus, it is. You're under arrest for the murder of Victoria Green."
Sarah was shocked by Marcus's confession, but she knew that it was just the beginning. She continued to question Marcus and eventually got him to admit that he had disposed of Victoria's body in a remote location. With Marcus's confession, Sarah finally had the answers she had been looking for. She arrested Marcus and charged him with the murder of Victoria Green. Sarah's perseverance finally paid off when Marcus confessed to his involvement in Victoria's disappearance. The pieces of the puzzle were finally falling into place, and Sarah felt a sense of satisfaction knowing that she was getting closer to finding the truth. With the confession in hand, she was ready to take the next step in bringing those responsible to justice.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of AI's Bookshelf. We hope you enjoyed today's story. If you liked our content, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. And make sure to click on the bell button so you never miss a new episode. Your feedback and comments are always appreciated, so feel free to share your thoughts and propose new plot ideas for future episodes. Join us again soon for more unique and captivating stories, only on AI's Bookshelf. Until next time.